morning, y'all. This is the prelude. One, two, whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though he will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and the frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweet of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.
Good morning to all of you, and welcome to the First Unitarian Church of Pittsburgh. It is Sunday, December 24th of 2023, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all of you. I am Reverend Dr. Kate Walker, and I use the pronouns of she, her. I'm honored to serve as the minister of this beloved community. And for those with visual disability, I'm a middle-aged, light-skinned, cisgendered female with light brown hair and a pixie cut. I wear glasses, and I'm wearing a ruby, well, more wine-colored top with a sparkly Christmas stole. And you are all welcome here. If you are in person here in this sanctuary, delighted to have you. If you are on YouTube now or in the future, we're delighted to have you spend time with us in whatever capacity you can. If you are a longtime member and you just keep coming back, giving us your time and your treasure and your love, we thank you and you are welcome. If you are brand new and this is your first time with us, you are welcome. Delighted that you've chosen to be with us. If you're online, please check out our website. Down at the bottom of the main page is a form that you can fill out to start getting our newsletter through MailChimp. We'd also send us an email. Introduce yourself. Tell us what you're looking for. And if you're here in person, we have a welcome desk in the garden lobby. We do hopefully can get connected and share emails and phone contact and find out where on your journey of religious faith that you find yourself. We are a multi-faith religious community where all are welcome. Diversity is celebrated. Questions are expected. We're growing, we're learning, and we're all loved. Just as you are welcome here. We have a special multi-generational service this morning featuring stories and songs, a little bit of dance, a little bit of laughter, and a whole lot of singing. I'm glad to have you all here with us today. And we are, of course, celebrating the holidays with all sorts of things. This evening, we do have a traditional Christmas Eve service. It'll be at 7 p.m., and I'm expecting a full house. So please, please come as you are and as you're able in body or in spirit or in digital format on YouTube. Next Sunday, that is New Year's Eve morning. We are not having a live service here in the sanctuary. We're going to be offering a pre-recorded service that is coming from the Unitarian Universalist Association, and it is featuring our wonderful president, Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt, who is offering the story as well as the sermon, and it is just fantastic. So you can watch that at will whenever you want. But we are having a pancake breakfast here at 10:30. Stephanie Pulowski and I are going to lead a brief ritual of letting go and welcoming in, and then we're going to carve out. Okay? We're just going to carve out and have some good fun. And we have lots of volunteers who have stepped up to help cook and prepare and get it all together and clean up. So it's going to be a good time. And just please come as you are. All are welcome. Again, that is next Sunday at 10:30. And I'm going to offer a little bit of gratitude today. Many of you may not realize that there's a wonderful volunteer who takes care of our website, our front door, our digital front door, and that's Mark Whitaker, who has been really heavily stepping in for Cicely Moultrie, who's on parental leave. So a big shout out to Mark Whitaker. I know you're out there on YouTube land, but taking care of our website in all sorts of ways, and he is the one actually that pieced together the worship service elements for next Sunday's service. So thank you, Mark, for all your time. And beloved, if any of you during these holiday season are experiencing financial difficulty for whatever reason, please send me an email. I would say give me a phone call, but I'm not going to be in the office all week. But definitely the easiest way to reach me is to send me an email. Or if you're in our Breeze system, my phone number, my personal phone number is in there as well. But we do have a fund to help people who are experiencing short-term financial difficulties. And we want to make sure people have food in your belly and your lights are on or your gas bill is paid, whatever it is that you need. I invite you now to arrive in body and spirit as we picture ourselves connected to each other in this beautiful space, as we picture ourselves connected to other Unitarian Universalists here in Pittsburgh, also gathering for worship, and Unitarian Universalists all across this country and the world as well. We, as Unitarian Universalists, sometimes are not quite sure what to do with Christmas. But we do love the traditions, even if the story sometimes befuddles us. We love the gathering, the connecting, the singing, and we love the message that comes at the heart of Christmas. This is a time of hope, of faith, and of ever-expanding love. Let that be so. As we turn to our chalice lighting, the symbol of our faith, as a flaming chalice through the dark nights and days of winter, let it be a guide, reminding us that the heart of the Christmas story is a heart in the story of love, of hope, of faith deepening and expanding, of resilience, of beauty, of renewal. And we turn to our Advent now on the fourth Sunday. In the weeks of the Advent season, we have marked the time of waiting. We have remembered our need for patience. We had looked to the light to dispel the darkness, and we pledged to be and do and to seek peace. In this holiday season and throughout the year to come, and always in our lives, may we know that we are loved. May we share the love that we have, and may we be the love that we wish to see. I invite you to stand as you're able in body and spirit for one of my favorite Christmas hymns, 249, On This Day Everywhere.
I welcome you to join in our collective reading. The words are in our order and service. Our covenant. We covenant to affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of every person, justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, acceptance of one another, and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregations, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning, the right of conscience, and the use of the democratic process within our congregations and in society at large, the goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all, respect for the interdependent web of all of existence of which we are a part, journeying towards spiritual wholeness by working to build a diverse, multicultural, beloved community by our actions that accountably dismantle racism and other oppressions in ourselves and our institutions.
I have a story that I'm going to give full credit to Annie Dillard, and with an apology as well, because it's going through the sieve of my memory. But Annie Dillard is the one who envisioned this wonderful story. There was a great Christmas feast of all the land, and everybody was there. It was in a great, massive hall. 10,000 chandeliers hung from the ceiling, the walls made of wood, and the floor as well from trees that had come from all across the world. It was magnificent. There were spaces on the sides, both sides, where the People who were ill or injured were welcomed, and they knew they had a safe place. There were places for the children to recite the nursery rhymes that they loved so dearly. There were spaces for all the musicians from any genre one could imagine. There were places for the weavers to show their cloth. The stalls and the booths were filled with artists and sculptors and painters. It was magnificent, with music and people. And then down the center was a long, long table. You could barely see the end. No tablecloth could cover that whole thing. No centerpiece could really give it any credit. So it was decorated in hundreds and hundreds of different themes of colors and ethnicities and regions from the world. The silverware was all different and colorful, with sculptures and beautiful decor throughout the table, each matching this wonderful theme. It was magnificent. And the people came and came and came, but there was only one course that was served, just one. The most amazing bowl of soup you can imagine. That bowl of soup had ingredients of all the recipes of the world. It was excellent soup. Now, the host of this grand event, with all the people coming and going, was watching as they had their soup bowls filled by servants again and again with all the soup they could have. He was a bit shy, though, and he was hiding behind a curtain, just peeking out. Very, very wealthy man, of course, but he wasn't doing it for himself. It was for them. But he saw that they truly weren't appreciating that soup. They didn't see how excellent that soup was. So he parted the curtains just a little bit more, and his gaze came upon an older man who was just sitting there, not really thinking about anything, just looking about, when suddenly he was filled, like a lightning bolt had filled his body with power, and he felt himself light filling his eyes and his body and his smell, and he stood up straight, and he's like, wow, and he bowed his head and looked at his soup. And in that bowl of soup, he saw all the other ingredients and recipes that were bound in that soup. He saw the carrots all lined up in green fields, row by row, with people in beautiful colored scarves and blouses, picking out those carrots, putting them in baskets, bringing them to the kitchen where they were carefully scrubbed. He saw rows and rows of beans crawling up their trellises. He saw squashes turning green and then bringing out the streaks and the spots of squash. He saw cows with their white faces roaming around on the fields and walking in and drinking from the rivers. He saw the wine being aged in a cave, and the barrel maker gathering the wine and bringing it home to his wife. He saw the oceans, vast and beautiful, the Atlantic, and he saw schools of fish, and he felt himself swimming with all those schools of fish and the crabs. He saw the treetops swaying and the sky blue with geese flying out overhead, and the sky with streaks of white and then blue, all merging back into his bowl of soup. Dark and luscious and full of life. And then his head cleared, and he thought, this is really excellent soup. Wow. And then he got up to dance, a little bit dazed, for the rest of the evening. Thank you to Annie Dillard. We are at a time when I'm going to invite the ushers to come forward to receive the offering in a moment, and we're at a time when I invite your gifts, whether it's a dime or a dollar or $1,000. We welcome your donations to help keep this church running in tip-top shape, to pay the staff, make sure the heating bills are paid, make sure we have candles and the musicians are here and loving us. But we're also, of course, supporting our Share the Plate organization, the East End Cooperative Ministry, who are doing amazing work in our city here in the East End, and 50% of our offering goes to them. There's all sorts of details in the order of service, but of course you can run a check up to me. If you don't make it into the offering plate, you can put it in the mail. You can do it by text, 412-435-1050, and following the instructions, you just text GIVE to that number. And please, if you are paying on your pledge, note that on your pledge or on your text that you're paying on a pledge. Otherwise, everything is shared 50-50. And thank you for your generosity. Always, always appreciated. I invite the ushers to please go forth to receive the offering.
So Paul and I are going to sing Happy Christmas by John Lennon and Yoko Ono, but we need your help. So I'm going to sing all the verses, and Paul's going to sing the refrain. And I'm asking all of you to follow along with what Paul's singing. I'll tell you the part first. So repeat after me. War is over. If you want it. War is over. Now. Let's do it again. War is over. If you want it. War is over. Now. Okay, you just got to wait until Paul sings, and then you jump right in. So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. Near and the dear ones, the old and the young, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, for weak and for strong, the rich and the poor ones. The road is so long. Sing out. And so happy Christmas for black and for white, the yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas. And what have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so happy Christmas. We hope you have fun. The near and the dear ones, the old and the young.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know that this time of year, there's all sorts of messages about we're supposed to be joyful and we have lots of joy in our hearts. And that is often true. We're seeing family and friends and seeing wonderful shows and concerts and favorite movies and eating wonderful food. And there is great joy. And there is also great sorrow. We're mourning people who are no longer with us. We're mourning family that may be disconnected. We're mourning our own losses in life, and we're certainly mourning the continuing wars around this world, but particularly that there is no Christmas in Bethlehem this year. Our hearts are broken and shattered. Please know, as you journey through life, that your joys are to be shared with one another, and your sorrows as well. Let them be shared with love and attention and compassion and a vulnerability that most of us are so too scared of to enter into. Let us be received with love and kindness. Please join me in a few moments of meditation and silence or prayer. Spirit of life, fill our hearts and our bodies and our lungs. Ease your way into our muscles and our minds. Course through our bodies with our blood. Spirit of life, fill us with resilience. Remind us that we have the capacity to be beacons and forces of peace. Spirit of love, heal our brokenness, ease our grief and our losses and our fears grown so deep. Spirit of life and love, guide us as we seek justice. Guide us as we seek peace. Guide our words. Let us feel the courage that we need for each day that we open our eyes. Let us find joy again and deepen our hearts with compassion and see the beauty in one another's faces. The ingredients of life are right in front of us, and it is excellent. All the tastes and the beauty are there in front of us, and it is excellent. May we know this to be true and fill it, our bellies, with the love of life. Blessed be, and amen.
How many of you have seen the movie Home Alone? How many of you have seen Home Alone 2? Fewer, okay. Well, anyway, those are the movies I grew up with that I think of whenever I think of Christmas. You remember when they're running, that huge family of like 12 kids, they're like running down the airport carrying all their bags and they're trying to make their plane. You guys remember that? Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing during coffee hour. So if I don't see you during coffee hour, it's because I'm running to catch a plane. Every year, my husband and I visit my mother-in-law, his mom, and she decided to move to Florida for some reason.
So I'm going to go spend Christmas in Florida. And I have no idea how you do Christmas in a place that's warm. So I picked a story today that tells us a little bit about what Christmas is like in Trinidad and Tobago, where the weather is hardly ever under 75 degrees. So this is called An Island Christmas. The first day of Christmas holidays and the sun is shining bright, bright. The sky is blue. It's beach time, I yell. But Mama says, no, plenty things to do, Rosie, and she tie her apron strings tight. What kind of things, I ask. And Mama says with a smile, well, we have to make the sorrel to drink with the Christmas pies. Sorrel, sorrel, red and sweet, sorrel, sorrel, melt the heat, I sing as I pick the sorrel fruit off the plump old sorrel tree. Sugarcane man comes walking by, swinging his sugarcane bag. 10 cents a cane, he shouts, waving a sugarcane high. Look at my sorrel, Mr. Sugarcane Man. I point to my bucket of fruit. Sugarcane man give one big smile and drop his burly brown bag. He helped me peel the red sorrel petals off the fuzzy green seeds. Red, red, everything's red, fingers, toes, shirts, and heads, I sing as the sorrel juice stains settle in. Afterwards, Sugarcane Man and me sit on the steps, sucking on 2 sweet sugar canes. We poke our canes in a pail of water that is drawing out the juice of the red sorrel petals. Leave the sorrel, let it draw in peace, says Mama. She take the pail and put it on the kitchen counter. We'll bottle it tomorrow. When Sugarcane Man leaving, he give Mama the biggest sugar cane in his bag. Merry Christmas, he says, and Mama smile a sugar-wide smile. The second day of Christmas holidays, and Tanty come over early, like she afraid the sun gonna catch her, my brother Ragboy says. It's for the black currant cake, I whisper, and I run down the stairs. Mama, Tanty, and me take hold of the heavy currant jar. We empty the shiny black fruit into bowls. The currants look like Christmas stars. They've been soaking since July, and now their juice is running deep. They mixing with the sorrel spice got the kitchen smelling sweet. Currants, currants, sticky and sweet. Currants, currants, clump to my feet, I sing, as Tanty stirs eggs and molasses into the fruit bowls. Mama bottles the sorrel, and I push in the bottle corks hard. Then I line the cake pans with wax paper and watch as Tanty swishes her mighty spoon round and round each bowl. Finally, Tanty pats down the last currant crumb. The cake's sitting round and fat in their pans, ready for the oven. It's dark outside now, but the kitchen's glowing like Christmas. Then we hear music. It's the parang band, Daddy shouts. The parang men coming. They down in the streets, moving house to house with their parang band beat. The guitar men leading with snip-snapping sounds. The chow-chow men adding their shaking pounds. Their shirts, all colors like flags in the night, weaving up the hill till they stop at our light. They stand round a gate playing sweet Christmas tunes. Me and Ragboy join in with a glass and 2 spoons. Mama clap her hands and Daddy snap his fingers, and Tanty sing the words of the old Spanish traditions. When the parang men finish playing, we hand them fat ham and mustard sandwiches. They eat and move on, their guitars singing Merry Christmas in the night air. The next thing we know, Christmas Eve gliding in like a limbo dancer under the stick. Mama hurry back and forth making the aloe pies. Me and Ragboy help mashing potatoes and peppers. Then Mama stuffed them into pockets of dough and fry them up brown and crisp. Aloe pies, spicy and strong. Eat with the sorrel so I don't burn my tongue, I sing as me and Ragboy crank the ice cream maker. Daddy forgot a Christmas present, so he gone off to town. And still the Christmas tree to paint before the sun go down. Oh, Christmas tree, Ragboy sings as we drag out the old guava branch from inside the garage. We stand it in a pot of dirt. Ragboy hand me the old white shoe polish, and I start painting the tree clean. I paint over where Ragboy spilled sorrel on a branch last year. I paint over scratches from the Christmas decorations. And I paint over the notches we mark for all the times the guava branch been our Christmas tree. 4 notches so far. Ragboy cuts one more notch with a sharp bamboo stick. Then we open Mama's Christmas bag. It full up with shiny foil angels and round painted balls, glittering marbles in net bags, and coconut shell dolls. We hang them all up, then throw small pieces of paper high up in the air. Our Christmas tree looked covered with snow. Afterwards, me and Ragboy run to our mango tree house to finish our Christmas presents. I paint birds on the shell earrings for Mama. Ragboy add more tail to the kite for Daddy. Then we tie a big red bow around a bucket of flowers we've been growing since August. Red hibiscus and golden buttercups, white periwinkles, and pink oleanders. It's a Christmas bouquet for Tanty. Finally, everything almost ready for Christmas. Daddy come back from town and wrap his secret present. Mama bring out the aloe pies and pour us each some sorrel, and me and Ragboy hang the star high on top of the guava branch. Oh, Christmas tree, Ragboy starts singing again. This time, Mama and Daddy and I join in. Afterwards, Mama clap her hands. Santa not coming to see no wide-awake children, she say. So me and Ragboy hurry and get our goodnight kisses. Then we go off to bed, but we can't sleep. So we stick the pillows over our heads and whisper in the dark instead. When Ragboy falls asleep, I think about the glorious black cake waiting on the kitchen counter and the soursop ice cream cooling in the freezer, tomorrow taking too long to come. The next thing I know, Ragboy tugging my hair. Wake up, Rosie, it's Christmas, he shouted in my ear. Merry Christmas, Mama. Merry Christmas, Daddy. Merry Christmas, Ragboy. Merry Christmas, me. I sing as I chase Ragboy down the stairs. And there in the living room, our tree glows so bright from the sun shining in, fill up the branches with light. Look at all the presents piled under the tree, shouts Ragboy. He finds a fire truck for him. And Daddy's late present is a steel drum for me. Now I can make my own music. And I wake the house playing pum-de-dum-dum-pom-pom on my steel drum. Mama and Daddy finally get up. We pile them with presents and kisses and hugs. Then Tanty come over. Aunts and uncles come next, leading long lines of cousins in their Christmas church best. We hurry and get ready, leave the house in a mess. The shiny red paper and bows of all colors lie scattered and rolling and falling all over. In the church, we sing Happy Birthday to Jesus and listen to how he was born in a manger. After church, we walk home all hand in hand, the sun shining down on our Christmas island. An island Christmas.
They seem rather complacent, don't you think, Erica?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
This is what I'm looking forward to.
yeah, we're gonna fix that whole. You guys are too comfortable. Yeah, wiggle around a little bit. Any of you know? Oh, have you ever done the dance of the 12 Days of Christmas? Well, thank you. Yes. Well, come on up. Come on up. We're gonna do. So Erica and I are gonna show you first. Where's my cheat sheet? Because we're going to invite you to stand as you're able in body and spirit. Okay, yeah. Watch them. They're going to do the movement. So we'll walk you through it. Okay, we're going to go through it in rehearsal, and then we're going to go straight to it. There's no dress rehearsal, okay? Just one rehearsal, and then we go straight to it. Okay, y'all ready? All right, excellent. Okay, on the first day of Christmas, there was a pear tree. Okay, excellent. On the second day of Christmas, there are 2 turtle doves. And a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, there is 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, there is 4 calling birds, 3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the fifth day of Christmas are 5 gold rings. You got to get the wrist in there, folks. Get the wrist in there. Yeah, just really show that off. Okay, excellent. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Sixth day of Christmas, there are 6 geese a-laying. Got it? Geese a-laying. 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the seventh day of Christmas, there are what? 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, there are how many? 8. And what are they doing? Maids of milking. Maids of milking. 7 swans of swimming. 6 geese a-laying. 5 golden rings. 4 calling birds. 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves. And a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day, right? What are we doing?
9.
9? Oh, sorry. We got maids of milking. 9. Ladies dancing. Get the hips. Get the hips in there. Okay. 8 maids of milking. 7 swans of swimming. 6 geese a-laying. 5 golden rings. 4 calling birds. 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves. And a partridge in a pear tree. Are we ready? 10? 10. Lords a leaping. 10. Lords a leaping. 9 ladies dancing. 8 maids a milking. 7 swans a swimming. 6 geese a laying. 5 gold rings. 4 calling birds. 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves. And a partridge in a pear tree. We're almost there. 11 pipers piping. Pipers piping. 11 pipers piping. Okay. 10 lords a leaping. 9 ladies dancing. 8 maids a milking. 7 swans a swimming. 6 geese a laying. 5 golden rings. 4 calling birds. 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves. And a partridge in the pear tree. Okay, ready? Number 12. We got 12 drummers drumming. Right. Then pipers piping. 10 lords a leaping. 9 ladies dancing. 8 maids a milking. 7 swans a swimming. 6 geese a laying. 5 golden rings. 4 calling birds. 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves. And a partridge in a pear tree. There is... All right, so that's it. That's your one rehearsal. We go straight to performance. There is no wrong way to do this. Everybody is perfect. Okay, so just get past that self, nobody's looking at you because they're worried about themselves. All right, here we go, Ellen. Get us a note.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a my true love sent to me. 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love spake to me. 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love spake to me. 7 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love spake to me. 11 pipers piping, 4 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love spake to me. 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
And fortunately for all of you, the YouTube camera was focused mostly on Erica and I and the singers and not y'all. So, excellent, excellent. Erica. I invite you to bring your voices together as we extinguish our chalice and our Advent wreath. The words are in our hearts as well as in our order of service. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Go forth into this world, my beloved. Go forth into this world with lords a-leaping and maids a-milking and 5 gold rings in your heart. Know that you are loved in the fullness of who you are. There is joy, there is hope, there is peace. And along with the tears, we have each other. This is the gift of Christmas, the gift of each other. Go forth, travel safely, eat well, return again with love. Blessed be.
You have 3 opportunities to sing Babe in a Cradle, Sorrow's Goodbye. So just jump in.
Feels like Christmas coming round. Oh, Babe